You're listening to The Endless Party with your hosts,
Megan Elijah Armstrong.
Hello everybody and welcome to The Endless Party. Today's episode is actually one of my favorites that we do, and what we're going to do is we're just going to take some time to get to know Elijah a little bit better. So I have some questions and some thoughts that I want him to answer. But before we go into that, I wanted to give just like a brief life update, of what's going on, what we're doing. So it's currently March.
Mm-hmm.
Our babies are now 4 months old.
They're huge to us.
They're huge to us. They're about
even
10
though
pounds.
They're only 10 pounds.
Which is crazy that they've grown 10 pounds even from November.
Yeah, it's wild.
They've gained 7 pounds
Yeah.
in only a couple months. So that's like huge for us. And
They're cooing more.
they smile every
smile
time.
a lot. They're beautiful little girls.
They're so great. Something that's funny that they've been doing is they squeak. So they one thing they know
That's
that
pretty funny.
if they squeak,
It's
we'll
really
give them
funny.
attention, like talk to them, play with them. And so now that they're aware of that, I feel like they're always like kind of
Yeah,
screeching
they're like
at
attention snobs.
us. Kind of. They always
So if you have them on your lap, for example.
but if Elijah and I are having a
and then we're talking
conversation
like this,
and not like
they'll
looking at them,
squeak
they're
because
like,
they want eye contact.
they want you to look into their
Which is
eyes
kinda
and play
cool.
with them. It is actually pretty cool. And then once you like make eye contact and play with them, they're always like, ee, like
And then they're super
they're like
happy.
so happy. And when they're screeching, they're not even mad. It's almost like a little bird chirping, like, hey, like look at me, like
Yeah,
chee,
it's
chee, chee.
hilarious.
It's pretty funny.
It's
we
really
should
cute.
we should film
Try
it.
to get it on video.
We should. Another thing they do that's super funny is when they're laying in bed in their pack and play, sometimes it's just like, we play this game, it's called Where's Bee? Because
She'll end up like upside down.
we don't know how she does it, but we'll put them in bed
They
like
can't
next
move.
to each other.
Like,
They don't roll over yet, but somehow she wiggles into a new
hilarious.
spot, and so it's super funny to like just see where they're at. The other day they were in opposite corners, kind of laying diagonal and right
they're,
up
like,
next to
feet
each other.
Head to feet,
Yeah.
right next to each other. So they started parallel
And they
then
ended up.
started. Well, yeah, it was weird. It
I
was
feel like,
super
and
funny.
I also feel like they're starting to get to know the other one's presence. Like they've always known that the other ones existed, I'm sure, but I feel like they enjoy each other a little bit more.
Probably.
Like I feel like they'll hang out together on the floor more.
Mhm.
They don't like, and they'll like look at each other sometimes for a
I
prolonged
think they're
amount of
starting
time.
to get more and more aware that they have a buddy all the time.
Yes, they don't know that they exist in the mirror, which is a super fun game because they'll just like stare at themselves in the mirror, but they don't know it's like them.
Mhm.
So they're always just anyways, that's super fun. They love walks. They
Well,
love
kind of.
sometimes.
Winnie, like.
Winnie likes to be held on walks.
Yeah, like.
They love to be held and like walked around outside,
Yeah.
but they don't like their stroller.
No.
Hate their car seats. The car's okay. Anyways, so Sunday was super fun. We had a bunch of family in town this weekend, and we kind of did this awesome thing at church where we just gave them like their blessing for life,
Mhm.
and it was just kind of
It's called
really.
baby blessing.
It's called baby blessing. It was really cool.
Glorified prayer.
Pretty much, and it was pretty cool because we were able to, just bless them with like some of the attributes that we hope that they'll have and like just have a blessed life. So I was actually gonna say, like, do you want to share just a couple of the things that you put in that?
Yeah, so like one of the things that we talked about is me and Meg prepared for it as best as we could, and we just really talked about what we want them to be blessed with, right? And so some of the things are just staples that we even talk about in this podcast. For example, being sympathetic and attentive to the sorrows and struggles of others, never succumbing to the fear of failure, and recognizing that failure is just a guide to success. Like, there's a lot of
I
different
just want to
things.
interrupt right now. I think that was like my favorite part of their blessings. It wasn't like we bless you always to perfectly like succeed. It was like when you fall, because that's inevitable in life, we bless you that you'll be able to like pick yourself back up and like not succumb to failure, like you said.
Mhm.
And I thought that was such like a beautiful thing because I feel like sometimes
Yeah, I think a lot of times people are afraid to fail, and I never want our daughters to be afraid of failure
Right.
because it shouldn't be something that you're afraid of.
Right.
You know, that was a big thing that I think you and I talked about even before the blessing, and it was pretty cool to just be able to implement that in. I'm trying to think. Like there was a lot of little things as well.
Do your best.
Yeah, that was a huge theme. We blessed him with a sense of humor to look at the sunny side of life. You know, just really optimistic and positive things, and we blessed him to just have a beautiful and like wonderful life.
Yeah.
So it was good.
So anyways, that was a big thing that's happened. Also, I just want to document, I went to my first hot yoga class today, and I loved it.
That was really good.
It was a super good time, and the reason I bring it up is because right now in my life, I'm super thankful for one of my friends who lives right by us. She's been just such a huge blessing to me this year, and I mean, we don't even see each other every day, but I was like joking with her. I'm like, I just like knowing that she's there. And so it's been super fun to like get to know her and have that support in our lives. Other than that, our families are doing great.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing great. And I feel like right now we're just really starting to, I feel like we're really getting the swing of our twins is how I feel. I feel like we're just kind of like in the groove, and it's just been super cool. They still get up in the night, which is not that cool.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But it's actually crazy how you and I have just adapted. Like, I'm not even tired, and we're up every night. So
Yeah.
okay. Anyways, that was the life catch up. I just thought it'd be fun to like look back and hear about some of those things. So now I've prepared some questions/thoughts that I would like Elijah to answer. Okay, number 1, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, describe your perfect day.
Perfect day.
Your perfect day.
Honestly, I'm pretty simple with a perfect day. I'd like to do my studies. I'd like to do my exercise.
Is that in the morning or the afternoon when you do
Morning.
this? You get up and you do that 1st?
Mm-hmm. And then I don't really have anything extravagant. Just a day with my family. That's
Oh,
it.
that is cute.
Yeah.
Well, for me?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. What has been on your heart and mind recently?
I think there's a lot of things. Something we've talked about even in this podcast is a big underlying theme is like success, and like what do each of us define success as, and so that's been a lot on my mind, like how am I measuring my own success in my life, and in many aspects I think I'm a huge success, and I think you and I are a huge success, but then in other aspects of my life I'm still thinking on how I can be successful.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm thinking about just in terms of financial success, you know, family and relationship success, as well as business success, and just all aspects of what that encompasses.
That's very cool. What are your current priorities in this season of your life, and why?
Priorities?
Yeah.
I would say my top priority are actually you and the twins. This sounds super bad, but one priority that has gone to the wayside is my relationship with God, I think. And I shouldn't say wayside. I still have a relationship with Him and
We were
the
talking
Savior.
about this the other day.
But I feel like it needs to be a top priority. It needs to be something that I'm doing every day. And it's interesting. I was actually listening to that song. There was one song, I don't even remember. It was a country song. I heard it the other day, and it's like, never let your praying needs get lazy.
Oh, yeah.
And it made me just think about it. I remember growing up to always seeing my dad. Like, if I went into his room to say goodnight to him, he was always on his knees praying. And I was thinking about myself. I'm like, I want to be that dad.
Oh, that's cool.
You know,
That's
to be
profound.
able to, like, my girls walk in and say goodnight to me. It's like I'm in there praying. You know, and so that's one thing that I think I need to be better about is just my relationship with God.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that answer. How would you like people to experience you?
What does that even mean?
Dude, it's up to your interpretation.
Experience?
Yeah,
me?
experience you.
So I actually thought, I think back to like the best races I ever had in high school and college. It was the races that I was just like authentically myself, that I was funny, that I was like outgoing, that I was really enthusiastic and everything else. And so I would want to say that. I want to say that I'm a friendly, a personable person, easy to approach, and like not necessarily the life of the party, but like I bring the life of the party out of others.
Oh, that's cool.
Does that make sense?
That's a cool phrase.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's super cool. If you had a whole day to do anything you wanted, what would you do?
A whole day to do anything I wanted.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay, I think I'm gonna pause right here. Go
for
grab
it.
our special friend. She's up from her nap. So, we're back.
Welcome back, friends.
Had a little bit of just
Sorry.
life. That's what's happening.
what's
Just
happening.
life, real life. Okay. Did we finish the question? If you had a whole day to do anything you wanted, what would you do?
Honestly,
Is it kind of the same answer?
yeah, it's kind of the same as the first question you asked me. Like, I'd like to do my studies, I'd like to do my workout, and I'd like to just be with you guys.
Okay.
Pretty simple.
What do you want people to know about you?
To know about me? I don't know. Like, I hope people just think of me as a good guy. Like, when they hear my name, like, oh, he's a good man.
Yeah, I want to be known as like super honest. I feel like you do too.
Yeah.
Just like
Do you have, like,
reliable.
honest Abe, like,
Yeah.
you know, like honest Lige?
Yeah. Honest Lige.
Honest Lige.
Just like good guy
Honest
Lige.
Winnie, honest B.
Good guy Lige. Oh, just so you know, if you guys can't tell, this is B.
This is Winnie.
Okay.
Whoa, dude. Careful.
What do you need more of in your life?
Money.
Money.
More of
Yeah.
Stranger Things season 5.
I would say sunshine and warmth.
That hasn't
Summer.
come out forever. No, in all reality, yeah, sunshine would be really nice. We live in cold Pocatello, Idaho.
I would like some more warmth.
So yeah, some more sunshine, maybe some beaches. Could use some more
Beaches.
beaches.
Okay, what 3 words describe what you are most grateful for?
What, 3 words?
Mm-hmm.
3 words.
What 3 words describe what you're most grateful for?
I could do it in 1.
Okay, what?
Family. What up?
You can do it in 3. Meg, Winnie, B.
What up?
Maybe I set you up for that one. I don't know. Oh no, I lost my spot.
Meg, Winnie, B.
I think that's a good one. Uh-oh.
That is a good one. Also, if you guys are watching this on video, are these not the cutest feet you've ever seen in your whole life? Look at them. They're just so adorable.
Okay, next question. Looking back in your life, what makes you instantly light up?
Looking back over my life, like memories and cheers. Experiences. Honestly, like my running career, for a long time, it kind of had this like dark mark over it. And I thought back and it would just be like a bad taste in my mouth. Honestly, now though, like I look back on it with like incredible fondness.
That's kind of like me too.
Yeah. So I would say just sports, athletics.
That's cool. If you had one wish come true, what would it be?
One wish?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a tough question. One wish. One wish. Do you have a good answer for this? Maybe $1 trillion? That'd be nice.
$1 trillion.
$1 trillion?
Mine would be that we make it through this podcast. Okay. If you could travel anywhere, where would you go?
Travel?
Mm-hmm.
Money's not an issue?
Yeah.
Your parents went to Peru, and it sounds pretty incredible from their experience. So Peru would be really cool. I would actually like to go to Finland and look at the Northern Lights. That's on my
cool.
bucket list.
That's super cool. Okay, next question. I'll try to get in the frame. Do you remember our first date?
Yeah,
What was it?
we tried to find that swing
We tried to find the swing.
in Provo, Utah, and we did not find the swing. And so we ended up just like hiking around for a while.
That was super fun.
Yeah.
No. Okay. What is your most common like affirmation or something you say to yourself every day? You know?
Common affirmation?
Yes.
There's a couple poems that have actually been like on my mind lately. It's one by Ella Wheeler Wilcox, and it's "There's no chance, no destiny, no fate that can circumvent or hinder or control the firm resolve of a determined soul."
Okay, I love that.
So I like that one. There's also one that it's either Iowa State University would recite or University of Iowa, the wrestling team, and it was I lost it.
The wrestling team?
Yeah, it was like he
Was it the
worked by day
Oh, yeah, I
and
was gonna
toiled
say
by
that one,
night. He gave up play and
And
some
some
delight,
delight.
dry books he read, new things he learned, and forged ahead success to earn. He plodded on with faith and pluck, and when he won, men called it luck. And so I like that one a lot. Those two are some that I honestly are like always on my mind.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you know when you can trust someone?
How do I know when I can trust somebody? You just look at them.
Look
Like
into
these
their
babies.
eyes.
You know you can trust them.
You look deep into their eyes.
How do you know you can trust somebody? Honestly, it's just a gut feeling.
I kind of agree.
Like, I don't think it's anything like about a person. It's just instinct.
I kind of think
You
so
can
too.
just know.
Okay. What is your favorite part about our friendship?
Our friendship?
Yeah.
I think the fact that we can laugh after an argument or during an argument.
I think that's one of my favorite things too.
Yeah, like even during our pause, we talked about a couple different things that honestly have gotten to us in the past, and finally we just started laughing, and it was great.
It was because it just kind of, I don't know. I think that's one of the
Just
best
puts
things to do.
in perspective.
And I think too,
keeps
it's like-
everything light.
I feel like you would think that it would like sound like we're like making fun of each other, but we're not. We're just kind of like clearing the air, like
Yeah.
trying to like get rid of tension, and it like works every time.
I
'cause
agree.
It kind of becomes comical.
Yep.
Okay. What do you want to remember about your 27th year of life?
27th year of life.
It's been a big
there's
one.
A lot of things I wanna
It's been a
remember.
big year.
I want to remember all the principles that I learned when it came to business.
Like which one specifically?
Like, it is always better to be honest than it is to make money.
Okay, that's a good one.
I also want to remember how hard, honestly, the first 10 days were with these little babies.
Because ain't nothing gonna be hard after that.
That's right. I want to remember how I felt during your C-section. Just because it was like terrifying, and I don't want to experience that again.
I feel like this year, I think we've truly just deeply come to understand like how fragile life is and how you really want to hold on to the ones you love. You know, like the 4 people in this video and in our family, like, or the 3, you know, not myself, but like,
no,
I don't know, they
absolutely.
matter so much to me.
Oh, I agree.
And I was gonna say something too. So I just finished reading a book about a Navy SEAL, and they go through like a week of, they call it like Hell Week.
Yeah.
And I think we had a comparable like 10-day stretch with these 2. I'm serious.
Sleep
I think it was
deprivation
like
for
just
sure.
as
Wanna
demanding.
sleep, baby?
Yeah, Salvador.
Sweet Silver.
What animal would be cutest if scaled down to the size of a small puppy or kitten? Like you take any animal and you just make it mini.
An elephant.
Oh, that'd be so cute. Like a teeny little
an
elephant.
I would say.
Okay, last two questions. How would you spend $10,000 in a day?
In one day.
One day.
I have to spend it all.
All of it's gone.
I'd either do a dope trip for all of us, plan
yeah.
it, prepare it, do all of the things. You and I could do 50-50 down the middle.
Oh, you'd share.
Do like all new wardrobe.
Ooh, I'd like that. $5,000, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, or we'd buy some equipment for this podcast.
Probably, that's totally what we would do.
Probably.
Okay, last question. You're 27 and have twins. What advice do you want to give your kids as they become parents or become new parents? What's your best parenting advice
My
at
best
27?
parenting advice at 27. Honestly, this is kind of. Meg said this a while ago. She was like, "My advice is don't take anybody's advice." And I would say to my future kids, which these two girls, they don't understand yet.
Listen up, guys.
But I hope that your mother and I did a well enough job that we taught you correct principles, and then you know how to govern yourself. But then you're smart enough to realize what it is that you need to do. And so people are going to tell you a lot of different things. At the end of the day, you have to figure out how you want to parent and what you and your spouse are going to do, because it is completely different than what your mother and I did, what your grandmother and your grandfather did, and that's great. That's why people are so unique and awesome. So
There you go.
that's what I would say.
I like that. I think I just wanted to add one more thing to this awesome podcast episode. It's something you shared with the congregation on Sunday, and it was just not taking, this phase for granted.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
wanted you to talk just a little bit more on that, and then we can close.
Yeah, so one of the things that I spoke to our church on was just that good intentions are not enough. And I shared this small story that illustrated it very well. And it's this little girl who was drawing a picture, and it turned out to be a cat without a tail. And she showed it to her mother, and her mother said, "Where's the tail?" And the little girl goes, "Oh my gosh, it's still in the marker." And a lot of times that's how our good intentions are, is that we mean well, but they never come into fruition. They never take shape. And with our girls, I just want to make sure that each and every day, as well as with Meg, that I take the time to say I love you, to give them a hug, to encourage them, to tell them I believe in them, and to let them know that there's always somebody in their corner. And I think a lot of times, we all make this assumption that those that we love most, or say that we love most, know that we love them or know that we are grateful for them. But when was the last time we actually told them? And so I would just encourage everybody to never let a day go by where you don't express your love and gratitude to those that you love most. Yeah.
I think that's beautiful. And that, my friends, is Elijah Armstrong, the man, the myth, the legend himself. So thank you so much for tuning in today.
Sorry this one was a bit skitty-wampus. That's what you get
That's
when you got
like-
babies. Especially 2 at a time.
And no babysitters.
What up? Yeah, high foot.
So,
So,
tune in next week.
tune in next week. Please subscribe. Do all the good things. Meg will tell you that in the outro.
And we'll see you later.
Okay, thanks guys.
Peace.
You've been listening to The Endless Party. Please feel free to join us over at our website, theendlessparty.com, for more of our content. Also, we would love to hear from you. Leave some comments and let us know what you're interested in us talking about.
Seriously, like, subscribe, leave a 5-star rating, whatever it is the platform says to do, so that we can keep partying together.